Yo, what's up, Shadow? Thank you for joining stream. Hope you're as excited for the direct as I am. Lol. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we are both excited. Hold on a second. Give me a moment. I've actually never done this uh type of stream before. The much needed break stream. Here's to a fun direct tomorrow. Yeah. What's up, Reparo? Yep, felt like taking a bit of a brief break from speedrunning. We're pushing today's scheduled speedruns to Wednesday instead. So no speedruns this time, but felt like it would be fun to do something different. So yeah, I guess we'll get started. Hopefully the audio is just fine. Because I haven't done anything like this since the Pokemon Present back in February, so that was the last time I did anything of the sort. Excited for either greatness or disappointment. Yeah, I think this is a really important direct for Nintendo, particularly because um, like we just passed the 1 year anniversary of the Switch 2, and like I think Nintendo is looking to try to find ways to get more people to buy the Switch 2 in its second year. No expectations for the direct, so nothing can disappoint. True, true. All right, let's get on with our first predictions. And the first prediction that I have is something that I feel is like a near guarantee. I think this is like something that's like has a 99% chance of being in the direct tomorrow, and that is Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. This game was announced like a while ago, and I feel like Fire Emblem fans are due for an announcement of a release date. I think it's about time that they get news on Fortune's Weave at this point. Like when was the game announced? Um Let me double check. Let me double check the when Fortune's Weave got announced. It was announced 8 months ago. Like that's a long time ago with no news. And I feel like if Fire Emblem is to get a release date, now would be the time. This would be the presentation to finally announce the release date. I think this is a near guarantee for sure, for sure. Um, Next thing that I think has a very strong chance of showing up in the direct tomorrow is Rhythm Heaven Groove. I know this is something that a lot of people have been excited for, and like this was announced last year, so people have had like to wait an extra amount of time to finally get their hands on this game. And even though we already have a release date for this game, hold on, let me double check when it's releasing. It's releasing July 2nd, so a little under 1 month from now. I think that um there's a pretty solid chance that Nintendo will drop like a new trailer for Rhythm Heaven Groove to like remind people that hey, this game is coming out. It's coming out soon. Here's some new footage. Um, and like just show some new gameplay and maybe a few gimmicks that they want to showcase. I think Rhythm Heaven Groove has a very high chance of showing up tomorrow. Okay. So, and my third prediction is something that I feel like has not been getting a lot of attention as of late, especially considering how big it was when it was announced. And that is the Duskbloods. You know that that one, the next From Software game that was announced as a Switch 2 exclusive way back during the first Switch 2 Direct. I think this is a really big title that Nintendo is probably going to try pushing, and we still do not have a release date for this game. Surprisingly, this has gone under the radar for quite some time, and understandably so, because there's been no trailers and no information ever since it got announced. But yeah, like I think it's about time we get new gameplay footage or a release date at least. Damn, how do I edit this? Can I crop? Can I crop on Canva? Hold on. This picture is so big. Oh, resize or um crop. Hmm. But yeah, I think Duskbloods has a very high chance of showing up tomorrow. I think it's we're well overdue for new news about this game. And I think this is probably going to be one of the games that Nintendo is hoping to get more people to purchase on Switch 2 since it's a Switch 2 exclusive and it's from Frost somewhere of all Frost sorry, From Software of all studios, which is like a super prestigious game developer. I'm pretty sure this is going to be something that a lot of people are interested in, and maybe we'll get people to consider buying a Switch 2. Damn, hold on. I'm gonna double check on how to crop something on Canva. Hold on. Ah, there we go. Okay. I'm on the biggest copium for OOT remake. Oh, okay, yeah. I was okay. That's a that's something that I was gonna talk about like right after Duskbloods because Nate the Hate, the very prolific Nintendo leaker, has been like pushing and trying to convince everybody that OOT remake is real and it's gonna be announced tomorrow. Also, chat is on the list a bit too. Lol. Yeah, I have not changed the positioning of the chat. I'll do that right now. Actually, hold on. Or what if I hold on? Let me disable chat box. All right, how about this? I think this is probably better for the stream. Just for this stream, I'll have the chat box to normal tomorrow. But the OOT remake is the thing that is probably my fourth prediction. I was gonna mention that after talking about Duskbloods. But yeah, this has been the OOT remake had been um rumored for quite some time, and like that one leaker, Nate the Hate, has been gassing up the fact that this is real and like telling everybody it's real. And I feel like he hasn't been wrong so far. So no reason to believe that he's wrong. So I'm just gonna oh damn it. Hold on. It disappears every time I click Google Chrome, but yeah, I do think that the OOT remake is probably going to show up. And this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I'm kind of what is it? I'm kind of indifferent about an OOT remake Not to say that it isn't cool, but Nintendo has re-released OOT so many times that I'm kind of just whatever on Ocarina of Time, and I would be a lot more excited if a different mainline Zelda got a remake. Like I had over the past few months, I had been just silently begging for a Twilight Princess remake and not OOT. So when Nate the Hate leaked that the OOT was getting a remake, I was so disappointed. Like I wanted Twilight Princess and not OOT so bad. So it's kind of a shame. I do think it's real, but I would be so much more excited for Twilight Princess and not OOT. I really want it to be built from the ground up. I don't want an HD version or like a 3DS port. Yeah, I think if Nintendo's gonna re-release OOT for like what the thousandth time at this point, then they should be putting a lot more effort into it. Especially for the Switch 2. I think Nintendo really needs to give fans a reason to be purchasing of Time again. Like they really need to like give this remake a huge wow factor. A Zelda 2 remake would go kind of hard. That honestly, I'd be down for it. I don't think Zelda 2 is a bad game. It's just kind of mid. But you know, like if Nintendo decided to revisit it, polish it up, maybe improve the game design, maybe make some better design choices, and remake Zelda 2 from the ground up, I think that would be great. I would be way more excited for a Zelda 2 remake instead of OOT. I'd actually be down for that. That's honestly a good idea. But Twilight Princess is my preferred game to get a remake. I would pop off so fucking hard if Twilight Princess got a remake and not OOT. But it is what it is. I do think it's real. It's probably gonna show up tomorrow. Um, but yeah. Anyway, this these first four predictions, Fortune's Weave, Rhythm Heaven Groove, the Dusk Blood, and OOT remake. They're probably my four most likely predictions, and that's why I have them lined up with the free space. Like I think if I'm gonna get a bingo, this is probably how it's gonna be. But yeah, let's move on to another prediction. And I think after these four, my next few predictions are not shoo-ins necessarily, but games that I think have a solid chance of showing up tomorrow. And the first game I want to mention is hold on. Sonic Frontiers. If you didn't know, there was a leak saying that Sonic Frontiers would get a Switch 2 edition. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Sonic Frontiers, to be honest. Like, I think the combat is pretty lackluster and uninteresting. So, Sonic Frontiers getting a Switch 2 edition is kind of whatever for me. Like, honestly, I feel kind of the same way as the Ocarina of Time remake. It's something that's just whatever. Ayo? What do you mean, Ayo? Sonic Frontiers is okay? Yeah, it is just okay. Or, like, actually, I think it's, no, I think it's mid. Like the game, but never played DLC, that's fair. I mean, isn't the DLC free? And actually, that's one of the things that was leaked, is that the, Switch 2 edition of Sonic Frontiers would have the DLC packed in. So you don't it's not a separate download. That's something that was that seems likely to happen. But yeah, I think it's Sonic Frontiers getting a Switch 2 edition is kind of whatever for me, but I think it has a very strong chance of showing up tomorrow. And similarly, hold on. Next prediction. The cutscenes and music were goated, but the level design and gameplay was mid. Yeah, I fully agree. And I think the because of how mid the gameplay was, I wasn't really too hot on the game when I played it. It didn't really interest me. Pretty standard Sonic stuff though, I guess. Yeah, it kind of is. Anyways, speaking of furry shit, next prediction, Star Fox. I think we're probably going to get one last trailer before the game launches later this month. Probably Nintendo's just gonna remind everybody that it exists and probably just show one more trailer for Star Fox and just let everybody know that hey, it's coming out later this month. Go buy it. Give us Sonic Rush or Rush Adventure remakes. Yeah, dude. Oh, I would actually pop off so hard if Sonic Rush or Rush Adventure got remakes. Like, dude, you know me, man. Blaze the Cat is my favorite Sonic character, and a large part of that is because Rush Adventure is my favorite Sonic game. I would pop off so hard if either of the Rush games got remakes, but I don't think it's happening. Like Sega likes to believe that the Genesis games are like the only retro games that exist for them. But it would be cool. I'd be so happy for either of the Rush games to be released on modern platforms. Star Fox is 100% in. Yeah, I think it's very likely. The one piece of like the one thing that I'm a little bit doubtful of is that when the direct was announced this morning, it said that the direct is gonna focus on games that are coming to Switch and Switch 2 in the latter half of 2026. And technically Star Fox is releasing in June this month, which is the first half of 2026. We're still technically in the first half of the year. So um I feel like if there's any reason for Star Fox to not show up tomorrow, that would be the reason, but I still think there's a high chance that the Star Fox remake is showing up in the direct tomorrow. Very high chance of it showing up. And honestly, these two predictions, Sonic Frontiers and Star Fox. I think those are the only two that I would say that are like not like shoe-ins for the direct tomorrow, but very high chance of showing up. I think moving forward, I think I'm just gonna do predictions that I think are decently high chance of happening. And the first one that I want to mention, give me a moment, is Super Mario Sunshine being released on NSO. If you remember, Super Mario Sunshine was one of the games that was announced as part of the GameCube NSO plan. But for some reason, it's still not available yet. I have no fucking idea why. But yeah, Nintendo's taking a very long time to put Mario Sunshine into NSO, despite being one of the first games to be announced for the GameCube NSO. I have no idea what's taking them so long. I think it would generate a lot of hype, but yeah, Nintendo needs to put Sunshine on NSO like now. Like I don't know what's taking them so long. It's been months. I have no idea why. And okay. So, let's see. That would be sick. Yeah. I mean, I probably wouldn't play it, but I think it's important to put Sunshine on GameCube and NSO in the first place. And the fact that it's taking so long is just wild. I don't know why. Alright. Next prediction. I feel like Nintendo just forgets NSO exists. Yeah. I mean, okay, I don't think they forget it exists, but they're so committed to just um they're so committed to the drip feed. Like they take so long to put their games on NSO and update the service. I just there's like barely any GameCube NSO games too. Yeah, I agree. Like and I remember GameCube NSO being one of the selling points of Switch 2 when it was announced. I just don't it's so frustrating having to wait so long for updates. They have like this massive library of games that they could just port over, and it's taking so fucking long. I really think they should just put Sunshine in as soon as possible, because of how long it's been taking. So, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate how long it's taking, but hopefully Sunshine makes it into the direct. Anyway, uh, next prediction is something that's really personal to me, and I know not a lot of people are hyped about this, but it's something that I really want, and that is just anything Monolith Soft. Like, I just want Soft to show up in this direct because they have not really done much since releasing Mario Kart's World, and I think it's about time that we see what the goats have been up to. There is a rumor saying that Xenoblade 2 is possibly getting a Switch 2 edition, and there was that leak about Cosmos's voice actress being involved in a Xenoblade project set to release later this year. So there's two clues of a Monolith Soft project getting released in 2026. So and I said this like long ago that I had two reasons to buy a Switch 2. Kirby Air Riders, which has been released already, and Monolith Soft's next game. Now, whether we see if Monolith Soft shows up, there could be a variety of things that could happen. It could be a Switch 2 edition, like the rumor says it is. It could be Xenoblade 4. It could be Xenosaga ports. It could be an entirely new IP. We don't know what they're up to. All we know is that they've been working on the game for the past several years, and they brought on Daisuke Honda as the new cutscene director. Who, if you guys don't know who Daisuke Honda is, he was the cutscene director for Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy 16. Is 16 the newest game in Final Fantasy? I think it's 16. And Kingdom Hearts 3. So he did a lot of cutscene direction for some modern Square Enix titles, and now he's at Monolith Soft working on their next project. I don't know if it'll be the next Monolith Soft game that could possibly be revealed at tomorrow's direct, but I would be so happy to see a Monolith Soft title be shown during tomorrow's direct. I think it's something that I've been personally been waiting for a lot. And I really hope it happens. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna move Monolith Soft to the corner here because I think I want to place something else in this slot. I just remembered something that I think would be really cool, or not necessarily cool. Well, it is cool, but something that I'm not personally looking to buy, but has a very strong chance of showing up. Uh, and that is Splatoon Raiders, the first Splatoon spin-off game that's coming out later this year. I think there's a very strong chance of this game showing up. Let me double check when this game is coming out. It's coming out uh July 23rd. So yeah, technically in the second half of the year and coming out next month. I think Nintendo wants to remind people that Splatoon Raiders is coming out really soon, and they'll probably show another trailer with some new gameplay, probably some new story elements. I think it is very likely that we'll see Splatoon Raiders in the next direct, since it's one of their big franchises at this point, and it's super popular in Japan. And I think I don't know if you've been paying attention to Twitch viewership, but Splatoon 3 has been getting a huge spike in viewership over the past week or so, because like there's this Japanese Valorant streamer who decided to pick up Splatoon 3, and so many people have been watching. And not only that, like a bunch of Japanese content creators have been hopping on Splatoon 3. Like I saw Mafu Mafu and Soraru playing Splatoon 3 like last week. And I was so surprised to see them play Splatoon 3, and I was like, "Whoa." But yeah, I think Nintendo probably wants to remind their audience that this game is coming out next month. Show a new trailer with some new gameplay, new story element, probably some of the new mechanics as well that separate it from mainline Splatoon. I think this is very likely to show up tomorrow. I'll move. Actually, I'll move Monolith Soft here. And yeah, I think that's all of the Nintendo shit that is that I can come up with in my mind right now. Um, at least the like yeah, like all the first party stuff and like a few third parties that I think are going to that have a high chance of showing up tomorrow. I think how many is that? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. I think these are like the nine predictions that I think are have a very solid at least chance of showing up tomorrow. I think it's I feel relatively confident in most of these. Now I kind of want to move on to some a few third parties probably. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, hold on. I have a third party, an idea for a third party that has a pretty good chance of showing up. Ah, what the hell? Why is this picture not? All right, here we go. Minecraft. I think Minecraft is probably getting a Switch 2 edition. I don't think it's on Switch 2 yet, is it? Um, Not that I'm aware of. I think it's only on Switch 1 at the moment. Uh, okay, it's Minecraft just is just on Switch 1. You can technically still play it on Switch 2 through backwards compatibility, but I think Nintendo's probably gonna probably pushed for a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Um and probably has some performance upgrades, maybe some exclusive content. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I think Minecraft has a really good shot at being in the direct tomorrow, since it's such a big game, and it would feel weird if Minecraft didn't get a Switch 2 edition. I feel like it's definitely it definitely feels like it's one of those like third parties that really should be on the Switch 2 portfolio or the Switch 2 lineup. Uh what else? What else? I'm trying to think of other third parties that might be in in the direct tomorrow, because I think I've got down all of the first party stuff. I think I want to fill the rest of this bingo card possibly with third party stuff. I don't know. Shadow, Reparo, if you got any other predictions, uh feel free to shoot them. I mean, I'm here all night. We could work on this together if you want. Hmm. Cause Dusk Bloods is like a shoe-in. Sonic Frontiers has a very high chance of showing up. Minecraft less so, but I think a Switch 2 edition just feels right. What else? What else? What else? Hmm. Oh shit, hold on. I just got an idea. What if Capcom has something to share tomorrow? What kind of do you think Capcom is gonna show up for the direct tomorrow? I think they might. Let's see. I think um what Capcom might pull up with is probably some Resident Evil ports. You know how much you know how much Capcom loves Resident Evil, so I think they'll probably have something like I think Resident Evil 9 um ran fine on Switch 2, right? Like I didn't see a lot of people complaining about the performance of Resident Evil 9 on Switch 2. So if Capcom can get actually not just Resident Evil 9, also Pragmata, that was released on Switch 2 at the same time as all the other platforms as well. I think Capcom has been doing a pretty good job at releasing their titles on the Switch 2 so far. So I think, maybe they could port over Resident Evil 2 or 3 remake onto the Switch 2. I think that's pretty plausible. I think Resident Evil has a good shot at showing up at the Direct tomorrow. What else? What else? Hmm. Oh, I got one. Hold on a second. Boom, another Capcom title. Devil May Cry 5. I don't think this one's on Switch 2 yet. And it's been out for quite some time. I think if Capcom wants to put in another one of their flagship titles, this would there's oh holy shit, what's up, Henry? There's a direct? Yeah, there's a direct tomorrow. I'm doing a bingo card right now. Yo, Henry, do you think Devil May Cry might get ported to Switch 2? Cause like I put all of my first party stuff on this bingo card already. Like I put Fortune's Weave, um Rhythm Heaven Groove, uh Ocarina of Time remake, Mario Sunshine, Splatoon Raiders, and Monolith Soft. I think oh, and Star Fox remake. I think I've gotten all of my Nintendo shit down for this bingo card, but I'm trying to think of third party stuff that could show up in tomorrow's direct, and I think Capcom might port over some of the Resident Evil remakes and Devil May Cry 5. I'm curious to know what you think, since you're such a big Devil May Cry fan and Resident Evil 4 fan. I feel like if they were to port 5, they'd probably release it either after or along with 4. Okay. Actually, okay, you know what? I'll delete this. I'll just put in um instead of just Devil May Cry 5, I'll put just Devil May Cry anything. Whether it be Devil May Cry 4 or 5, um I think there's just I think it would be plausible to believe that anything that Capcom would just put in some more Devil May Cry content on here. It'd be weird if they released 5 but forget about 4. So far, DMC 1, 2, and 3 are on Switch. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so DMC 1, 2, and 3 are on Switch 1 already. 4 has not been released on Switch 2 on either Switch. Same with 5. So yeah, I think it's plausible to say that um either 4 or 5 could show up. I'm just gonna put Devil May Cry in general, so just for it to count. If we see 4 or 5, I think that would count towards the bingo card. Any other third party stuff that you think might show up on here? I'm trying to think of other things. Because right now, the only third party stuff that I have on this bingo card are DMC, Sonic Frontiers, Switch 2 Edition, Dusk Bloods, Resident Evil, and Minecraft. My Hopium says SMT4. But it ain't gonna happen. Yeah. I'm totally with you on that, Henry. I don't think SMT4 is gonna show up. Sonic Racing stuff maybe. They just announced new content for Sonic Racing Cross World at Summer Game Fest, so I wouldn't expect them to show more here in the direct. But actually, you know what, Shadow? That does remind me of something. Thank you for reminding me about that. Um, because one thing that I think could show up is Mario Kart World. Probably some more updates. I know people have been kind of complaining about Mario Kart World being sort of lacking in content, and a lot of people have been asking for DLC. So maybe we'll see some more updates for Mario Kart World shown in tomorrow's direct. Whether it be free updates or DLC. Either way, I think Nintendo might show something for Mario Kart World. Persona 4 Revival or Persona 6 would be baller. Uh, I feel like it's. I'm kind of hesitant. I'm kind of hesitant to put those there because if they were if they were to if either of those two Persona games were coming on Switch 2, they would have already announced it alongside Xbox, Steam, and PlayStation 5. Mario Kart World needs something. Ah, is it? Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just don't think I just don't think Atlas has anything to show tomorrow. Maybe a new Smash Bros announcement? Damn, that's a bold prediction, Shadow. But I kind of fuck with it. I kind of fuck with the new Smash Smash 6. Dude, could you fucking imagine? Holy shit. I kind of fuck with it heavy. Um wait, hold on. Yeah, here we go. Smash 6 would be insane, but I kind of fuck with this prediction, to be honest. I would not believe it, but people keep saying it's happening or like in the works. Hold up, the direct's fucking tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I said, Henry. But I mean, like, what's been Sakurai's been up to since finishing Kirby Air Riders? Like, he has to be working on something, right? Do you think like I firmly believe that he has something in the works, but the question is it Smash Bros? And is it coming out anytime at all, like within the next year? That's my question regarding Smash 6. What do you guys think? That's kind of where my doubts are lying at the moment. It's not impossible. I'm just kind of uncertain about how far into development this game might be. That being said, if it does get revealed tomorrow, it would blow up the internet. Like it would absolutely go insane with like reactions, and it would definitely consider get people to consider buying a Switch too. I think Nintendo realizes that even if a new Smash game isn't in development at the moment. I'm pretty skeptical of the depths of this game. Yeah, I agree. I feel like a new Smash Bros. Game will happen down the line, but I don't know if Sakurai's going to be in the director's chair. I think he to be honest, I think he will. I think he said recently that he doesn't imagine Smash without him. So I think I think if there is a new Smash game, I think he still would be director. That being said, I don't think the next Smash game is very far in development, like at all. Like, are they trying to even add even more characters or more third party characters? Surely not as much as Ultimate. Definitely not. Shit's a proof of concept, LMAO. What if new Smash is strictly story mode driven? What, Subspace? That would be cool. Subspace Emissary, no multiplayer. Okay, here's the thing, Shadow. Something that I've been thinking. If if there's like a Smash game that's solely story mode, then would you get Sakurai to be director? Or would you get somebody else to work on it? Because he's been working on multiplayer shit for a long time. Just to fuck with the competitive people because we know Nintendo hates it. Well, I mean, that's kind of harsh, but at the same time that's kind of beast mode. I mean, you know what? Smash getting its first spin-off, like Splatoon Raiders, I kind of fuck with it heavy. Give the Smash franchise its first spin-off. I think that sounds cool. Honestly, like a game that features a crossover Nintendo game featuring a bunch of Nintendo characters from all their franchises, plus a few guest characters in a game that isn't a fighting game, like maybe an RPG, maybe maybe a platformer, something along the lines. I think it could work. Make a Smash spin-off. I think it would sell hella money. But yeah, I think I have my doubts about Smash showing up tomorrow, but it would be a baller announcement that I just want to put it in anyway. All right. I'm trying to think of what other stuff we could put on this bingo card. Hmm. Oh shit, I just remembered something. Give me a moment to put up a picture. If Sakurai was behind World of Light, please give it to someone else. But yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, I did not find World of Light to be that much fun. I would be open to letting a different director work on like a story based Smash game or a Smash spin off. That'd be cool. But next prediction, something that I think would be pretty cool to see. Doom the Dark Ages. I just saw Minecraft on the corner and reminded, okay, maybe Xbox might lend another one of their IPs to Nintendo to put on Switch 2. I think Doom the newest Doom game being on Switch 2 is entirely plausible. Same with wait, oh actually hold on. Another Microsoft title, Starfield. Fuck it, why not? I'm just trying to think of other third parties that might show up here. Uh, Oh, hold on. I thought of something really funny, and it's actually something that I'm willing to hold on. Just let me just move Starfield over here. Or actually, you know what? Hmm. Yeah, I'll keep it the way it is. You know what Nintendo Directs always need to have in order to be a Nintendo Direct? A farming simulator. Of course. There's always gotta be a farming simulator. I think people are so traumatized by that one Direct that they're basically expecting a farming simulator like in every Direct at this point. I think there's gotta be at least one farming simulator tomorrow. There just has to be. Actually, I'll move this over here. Like it just feels guaranteed even though it isn't. Hmm. I don't know. I'm trying to. Okay, how many slots do we have left? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We have seven slots left. I think I'm down to make all of those third party. Just what do we put here? Or actually, hold on. Um, either we could either make those third party or NSO titles. Okay, I'm looking at the GameCube lineup for NSO right now, and correct me if I'm wrong about this. Right now, there are only 9 games in GameCube NSO. Chibi Robo, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, F-Zero GX, Luigi's Mansion, Pokemon XD, Soul Calibur 2, Super Mario Strikers, Zelda Wind Waker, and Wario World. Um, and I feel like, and also, I feel like Super Mario Sunshine is probably gonna be there as well. Um, Holy shit! Oh my god. Cardi Boy just subscribed? Holy hell. Thank you for the subscription. I have no idea why it took you so long, but yeah, thank you for subscribing. Hold on a second. I am looking through. Oh shit, Luis is playing Deadlock. Wait a minute, hold on. Is Pokemon Colosseum been released yet? Wait, shit, hold on. Wait, hold on. Did Pokemon Colosseum get released on NSO yet? It hasn't. What the hell? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god, dude. Nintendo's drip feed with the GameCube NSO is actually so fucked up. No fucking way. Okay, that's definitely got to be one of those. One of the predictions that I need to put on here. Actual, actually fucked up that Pokemon Colosseum is one of the first games to be announced for NSO, GameCube NSO, and it's still not available. Oh my god, Nintendo, you gotta hurry the fuck up. I might actually move Starfield. Shit. Where do I even put this? I'll put Resident Evil here. And I'll put Pokemon Colosseum here. Yeah, I totally forgot that Pokemon Colosseum was one of the first games announced for GameCube NSO, and it still hasn't been released yet. Genuinely insane. All right, we got how many more slots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6 more slots. What do we think? What do we think? Oh, you know what? You know what I just got reminded of? Hold on a second. I think there's a very little chance that this game shows up tomorrow. Um, well, not to say very little, but definitely compared to these other games, Marvel Rivals. I just got reminded that when my Steam notification let me know that Luis was playing Deadlock. I felt like I think this would be cool to see. I think it's available on other console platforms, right? Like Henry play JC plays Marvel Rivals on PS5, doesn't he? But yeah, very plausible. Well, not very plausible, but this is just like a wild card pick that I'd be down to see get on Switch 2. Oh yeah, and speaking of Marvel, um, actually, I'll move Marvel Rivals here while we're talking about Marvel. Hold on, guys. It's getting taking me a little bit longer to get the picture that I want. Ew, why is this picture so fucking low quality? Alright, here we go. Another wild card pick. Guardians of the Galaxy. I think this was released like a few years ago, and it got good reception. I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out here. I think all of these remaining picks that I'm putting out are gonna be wild cards and third parties. Up, Angels playing Deadlock. Okay, four more spaces. Sorry for being quiet. I'm trying to think of these last few options that might show up. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Got another idea. Um, Blizzard. Just anything Blizzard. Whether it be StarCraft or Diablo or Warcraft, anything of the sort. Sorry for the silence, guys. I'm just trying to think of the last three slots that I want to put in. I mean, Devil May Cry, Guardians of the Galaxy, Starfield, Doom: The Dark Ages, Sonic Frontiers, Blizzard, Minecraft, uh, Marvel Rivals, uh, Resident Evil. Wait, actually, guys, I just got another idea. How likely do you guys think we're getting another Kirby game? Even though we just got Kirby Air Riders last year, do you think we're close to another Kirby game? I'm kind of hesitant to commit to that. What do you guys think? Again, sorry for the silence. I'm just trying to think of the last three slots that I want to put in. I'm kind of tempted to say that another Kirby game might be shown tomorrow. I might as well just put it in there. Here we go. No, it hasn't yet, I think. What are you referring to? Oh shit! I just got another idea. Um, New Wario game. I don't really know if it'll be WarioWare or Wario Land. I don't know, just anything Wario related. Alright, one more prediction to fill out this bingo card. Ugh, my god, this last slot is so difficult to try to predict. Oh shit. I just remembered. Oh my god. Okay. This is gonna be the final prediction to round out my bingo card. Wait, hold on. How the hell did I forget this? 007 First Light. This was announced for Switch 2 to be released in the quarter 3. I entirely forgot that this game is coming out on Switch 2. Surely this has to get a release date. Um okay. I probably have to rearrange some of these. Oh damn. Um Shit. Let's see. I mean, I'm just gonna rearrange these just to like see if I increase my chances of getting a bingo. I think I'm satisfied with these predictions, but I just want to like improve my odds of getting a bingo, you know? Um hmm. So this middle column is like my most likely Fortune's Weave, Rhythm Heaven Groove, Dusk Bloods, OOT remake. This middle horizontal is my second most likely, Sonic Frontiers, Star Fox, 007 First Light, Splatoon Raiders. Um let's see. Super Mario Sunshine, Pokemon Coliseum, Farming Simulator, and Monolith Soft. Hmm. Yeah, okay. I think I think I'm good with this diagonal line. Um then after that, Blizzard, Doom the Dark Ages, Devil May Cry, Mario Kart World. Yeah, that seems fine. Um this column has like three Xbox or Microsoft properties. This column has two Capcom properties. This column has two Marvel properties. And this leftmost column has some bullshit. Anyway, I think I think I'm done with this bingo. I think I'm satisfied with how this is looking. So, yeah. That's everything. Um Hopefully we get a bingo. If I don't, then it's whatever. Um but yeah, I think tomorrow has a lot of potential I think there's a lot of potential for this next direct. Mainly what I'm hoping for is obviously a release date for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Um, uh, let's see, Dusk Bloods hopefully gets a release date. Let's see. GameCube NSO desperately needs content, so I really hope Mario Sunshine and Pokemon Colosseum gets added or get announced at least. Um, a personal hope for me is Monolith Soft, whether it be Xenoblade, Xenosaga, or just anything from them. Hopefully, we get news on what they're up to. But yeah, I think I'm satisfied with this bingo card. And yeah, I this was pretty fun. I mean, aside from those last few slots, which were really difficult to come to like come to decide, I think I'm satisfied with this bingo card. I really like how this is looking. So yeah, that'll be it for me. Um I hope we all have fun with tomorrow's direct. So I think I'm gonna call it the end of the stream right now. Thank you, Imprisoned Shadow, Zambi P5, Riparo, and Cardi Boy for showing up to the stream tonight. I really appreciate it. And next stream, we will be back with some more speedruns on Wednesday, June 10th. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys for the next stream. Take care.